Have you ever found yourself bending over backward to help your family, only to feel like they expect more than you can give? Maybe you're the one they call for babysitting, advice, or even a quick loan, but sometimes it feels like your kindness is taken for granted. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. As grandparents, we love being there for our kids and grandkids. It's one of life's greatest joys. But there's a fine line between being loved and being used, and it's a line we all want to walk with grace. Today, I'm going to share the grandparent's secret to being cherished by your family without feeling drained or unappreciated. We're going to talk about 5 simple ways to set boundaries, nurture love, and keep your relationship strong and balanced. These are practical steps you can start using today, and I promise they'll make a world of difference. Let's start with the first secret, knowing your worth. You've spent decades raising kids, building a life, and gathering wisdom that's priceless. Your family loves you for that, but sometimes they forget to show it in the way you deserve. The key is to remind yourself and them of your value. This doesn't mean being boastful or demanding. It's about carrying yourself with quiet confidence. For example, my friend Mary used to drop everything whenever her daughter needed her to watch the grandkids. She loved those moments, but it started to feel like her time wasn't respected. One day, she sat her daughter down and said, "I adore spending time with the kids, but I need a heads up so I can plan my week too." That simple conversation changed everything. Her daughter started checking in first, and Mary felt valued, not just needed. Try this yourself. Next time someone asks for a favor, pause and think, is this something I can do without feeling stretched too thin? If it's too much, say so kindly but firmly. You're not just helping them, you're teaching them to respect your time. Now let's move to the second secret, giving from the heart, not obligation. We all want to be the go-to grandparent, the one who's there with cookies, stories, or a listening ear. But if you're giving because you feel like you have to, it can leave you feeling empty. Instead, give in ways that light you up. Think about what you love sharing with your family. Maybe it's telling stories about the old days, teaching your grandkids a card game, or just having them over for a quiet cup of tea. My neighbor Tom used to feel pressured to buy expensive gifts for his grandkids' birthdays. It was straining his budget, and he worried they only loved him for the presents. So, he started a new tradition. Instead of gifts, he'd take each grandkid out for a special day, just the two of them. They'd go fishing or grab ice cream and talk. Those moments became treasures, and his grandkids started calling just to chat, not to ask for anything. Find what feels authentic to you. When you give from a place of joy, your family feels it, and they'll love you for it. These first 2 secrets, knowing your worth and giving from the heart, set the foundation for being loved without being used. They're about valuing yourself and sharing that value in ways that feel good. Stick with me, because next we're going to dive into how to set gentle boundaries that strengthen your relationships even more. Let's keep the conversation going about how to be the grandparent everyone loves without feeling like you're being taken for granted. We're diving into the next 2 secrets today, and these are all about setting boundaries that feel natural and keep your relationship strong. The beauty of these steps is that they're not about pushing your family away. They're about pulling them closer in a way that respects everyone. The third secret is learning to say no with love. I know, saying no can feel uncomfortable, especially when it's to your kids or grandkids. You might worry they'll think you don't care or that you'll miss out on precious moments. But here's the truth. Saying no when you need to is one of the kindest things you can do for yourself and your family. It shows them you're human, with your own needs and limits. My friend Clara used to say yes to every request, from driving her grandkids to soccer practice to hosting big family dinners. She was exhausted, and deep down, she felt like her family didn't notice how much she was stretching herself. One day, she decided to try something different. When her son asked her to host another last-minute gathering, she said, "I'd love to see everyone, but I'm feeling a bit worn out this week. How about we plan a smaller get-together next weekend?" Her son was surprised but understood, and they ended up having a cozy lunch that felt more meaningful. Clara learned that a loving no doesn't close doors. It opens up space for better moments. Next time you're tempted to say yes out of habit, take a breath and ask yourself, is this something I really have the energy for? If not, offer an alternative that works for you. Your family will respect you more when they see you're honest about your limits. Now, let's talk about the fourth secret: fostering mutual appreciation. Being loved isn't just about what you give, it's about what you receive too. Sometimes we grandparents get so caught up in giving that we forget to let our families show their love back. This doesn't mean expecting grand gestures. It's about creating opportunities for your kids and grandkids to appreciate you in small, meaningful ways. Think about my friend George. He used to feel like his grown daughter only called when she needed something, like help with the kids or advice on a problem. It left him feeling more like a resource than a dad. So he started inviting her to do things just for fun, like going for a walk in the park or watching an old movie together. During those moments, they'd talk about life, laugh, and reconnect. Over time, his daughter started calling just to check in, and she even surprised him with a heartfelt note on Father's Day. George realized that by creating space for those lighter, no-pressure moments, he was giving his daughter a chance to show her love. Try this with your family. Invite them to join you in something simple you enjoy: a coffee date, a puzzle night, or even a phone call to catch up. When you make room for those connections, your family will naturally start showing their appreciation in ways that warm your heart. These secrets, saying no with love and fostering mutual appreciation, are about building relationships where everyone feels valued. We've got one more secret to cover, and it's a powerful one that ties everything together. Stay with me as we explore how to keep your independence while staying close to your family. We're wrapping up our conversation about how to be the grandparent your family cherishes without feeling like you're being taken for granted. Today, we're diving into the final secret, and it's one that brings everything together. It's about staying connected while holding on to your own spark. Plus, we'll tie up all the pieces we've talked about so you can start using them right away. Let's keep this warm and real, just like we're chatting over a cup of coffee. The fifth secret is nurturing your own independence. As grandparents, it's easy to pour all your energy into your family, babysitting, giving advice, or just being there whenever they need you. But here's something I've learned. When you keep your own passions and interests alive, your family loves you even more for it. They see you as a person, not just a role. My friend Helen used to spend every weekend with her grandkids, which she adored, but she started to feel like she was losing herself. She'd always loved painting, but her brushes had been collecting dust for years. So, she signed up for a local art class and started spending a few hours a week on her canvases. At first, she worried her family might feel neglected, but the opposite happened. Her grandkids were fascinated by her paintings and begged to join her in the studio. Her son even said, "Mom, you seem so happy these days. It's inspiring." Helen's independence didn't push her family away. It drew them closer because they saw her joy. Think about something that lights you up. Maybe it's gardening, reading, or even taking a dance class. Make time for it, even if it's just an hour a week. When you nurture your own life, you bring a fresh energy to your family, and they'll love you for the vibrant person you are. Now, let's bring it all together. Being loved without being used comes down to valuing yourself and your relationships in equal measure. Start by knowing your worth. Carry yourself with confidence, and don't be afraid to ask for respect, like setting boundaries around your time. Give from the heart, not obligation, by sharing what brings you joy, whether it's stories, traditions, or simple moments. Say no with love when you need to, so you can save your energy for the moments that matter most. Foster mutual appreciation by creating space for your family to show their love, like inviting them for a walk or a chat. And finally, nurture your independence, because when you're living a life that excites you, your family will be drawn to your light. These steps aren't about changing who you are. They're about showing your family the best version of you. You've got this. Small changes like these can transform how your family sees you and how you feel in your heart. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried setting boundaries or rediscovering a passion? Share your experiences in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else. If you found this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips on living your best life at any age. Here's to being loved for exactly who you are, vibrant, wise, and one of a kind. Until next time, keep shining.